right, this is the Sameer40 podcast, to number 3 here. By the time I'm recording this, I did not upload number 2. I'll probably upload it later, but I don't really give a shit. But today we have yet again our PF player, local Florida native. Say your name.
What's up, guys? I'm RagerReset, aka Trashboat30, aka Joshua. I've been playing PF for like 12 years at this point. Not 12 years, like a decade. A decade.
Nearly a decade. Yeah. So,
Nearly a decade, yeah.
all right, well, I asked this to everybody. The first question: what was the first game you remember playing? Or video game you ever played?
First video game I remember playing is Pokemon Pearl on the DSi. My not my oldest sister, it was my second oldest sister. It was her DS, her friends were over, and it's actually like my third or fourth memory is actually playing Pokemon Pearl and getting mad because I was 2 years old and I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon Pearl, that's like from what, '07? Released in about '07, which is definitely
Yeah,
a
it
year.
came out '06.
That's fucking
So it
unreal.
came out a year and 10, 10 months before I was born.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
crazy.
that was the very first video game I've ever played, and kind of snowballed into more Nintendo games after that.
Hmm. Oh yeah, the one thing I remember about you is that when you were younger, you were big into Fortnite on the Switch, to be exact. How was that?
Oh yeah. Um, so basically all my like elementary school to middle school, I was just kitchen gamer on the Switch, little little Joshua playing Fortnite. Um, I think if I remember correctly, I have 2,000 hours on the Nintendo Switch on Fortnite.
That's just unreal. 2,000 hours at your age. That's like
It's
fucking unreal.
2000, bro. I was on the fucking grind, bro. I was like, I remember I got it 2 hours before it came out because one of my friends from elementary school at the time, he was on Xbox. He's like, yo, it's like in the middle of season 4 right now, bro. Get on the game, bro. Just drop on Switch. I'm like, say less, bro. Cause the only consoles I had growing up was the Wii, Xbox 360, and the Wii U. I played the shit out of the Wii U, bro, and the Wii. Both those consoles are like my entire childhood.
Yeah, I mean, like I say, I mean, Fortnite and, well, Fortnite being so accessible is one of the craziest things to me. I think it's like the modern day enigma, because how the hell could a game like that with just building have such a. I mean, it makes sense looking back, like looking at it now, and why it's so mechanically demanding, but back then it was
Hmm.
such a foreign concept in like 2018. Oh, we had building to a BR.
Oh yeah,
What was about to go
100%.
wrong?
Especially because like on the Switch, it was 30 FPS, but it wasn't consistent 30 FPS. Like it was consistent 25 FPS, and I was in the kitchen just on my like shitty ass. You know the chairs that are like it's like a rocking chair and it's on the floor.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's what I was on that for like 3 years, bro. I abused it. That was my throne, bro. Like it got so bad, like one of the hinges like started protruding out. So if like I had to sit like this in order to game
It's
properly,
fucking
because if I
unreal.
sat normally, it would just dig into my back.
Of course. That's a big thing too. I feel like with a lot of parents, they always get those like fucking gaming rocking chairs, and like I don't know how it's marketed towards like the gaming child. Like, I feel like that shit would legitimately hurt your spine. It's like the most unintuitive thing ever.
It's like if you're past 5'2", then it hurts your spine. But if you're
Yeah,
like a little buddy playing in the kitchen, it's perfect.
if you're like underage, like 10, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, the speakers never worked, by the way.
Yep.
Speakers
Yep.
never worked.
You know about those? Yeah. Speaking more about your childhood, what's like shit? What was a game you even played outside? I feel like we're pretty athletic. You are on the swim team. You swim a lot.
Yep. I bounced around from sport to sport when I was younger until like so from kindergarten I was like doing like my swim lessons and stuff like that. And it was actually my second oldest sister. I think she not I think she's 9 years older than me. So it was like I have two older sisters. One is 9 years older than me, other one's 13 years older than me. So I basically grew up with like three moms essentially.
Hmm.
And my second oldest sister is 9 years older than me. She at first she did gymnastics and then she kind of grew out of it and then she went to swimming. And I'm like, yo, this kind of cool sport. And then I was like in the middle of my swim lessons and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do this. But before that, it was soccer. It was soccer for like 5 years.
Soccer. What do you play, like midfielder or something? Oh yeah.
Um, there wasn't. It was like shitty YMCA
Oh,
regulations.
yeah. Figured.
I was good. I probably would have been a defender if like I actually played to like real positions. I probably would have been a defender.
Fair. Definitely an underrated role in any game. Always playing these lockdown
Hmm.
roles that people just forget about because it's not really flashy or great, but you always need a guy like that. Talking more about just swimming, how do you think it helps with being in Florida? I mean, we're both from Tampa. I mean, it's fucking hot as hell over
Yep.
here, always.
I grew up in and out and around water. Water was, it's I got a pool in my backyard. Um, my dad grew up on the beach. Like we have skimboards. My dad was a licensed scuba diver. He would go fishing. He taught me how to fish. He grew up around water and made me grow up around water. And I think that's why I gravitated towards swimming, and also because I looked up to my sister so much, and I just wanted to be like her. And I'm like, yeah, the swimming shit's kind of cool.
Of course, I mean, swimming's one of those things I feel like even as like brown people, we also love swimming. I mean, we also love fish. I mean, for Bangladeshi
Mm.
people, brother, the fondest memory my dad probably has is swimming butt buoy naked or fishing butt buoy naked. That's what we did in the villages.
Hey, bro, that's okay. The method though.
That
You
is
ain't
true.
got nothing,
That
bro.
is very true.
Especially if it's hot as hell. It's just an easy way to cool down, bro.
That is tracks. How do you think being in Tampa like ever influenced your life at all?
Being in Tampa, not really, because like I never spent a lot of my time in the city. It was kind of just like in my own like community,
Of course.
and my community is mostly older, so like I didn't have like the childhood friends like play outside, play catch with or whatever. They were either like when I was in elementary school, they were like just getting into like high school, so it was just the age gap, and that's actually why like I gravitated to video games so much, was because I literally had nothing else to do.
Yeah, I'm actually the same here. Funny enough, around by the time I moved to my community, I was like what, like fucking 10, and they were like what, nearly 18 to 20. I'm like, obviously a 10-year-old kid's not gonna have the
Yeah.
same interests as a fucking 20-year-old. So it's just like, yeah, it's kind of why I was like a homebody and played a lot of games. And what's your fondest memories playing Roblox? I think you played in what, like 2016 or something. You started in
Yeah,
2016.
2016 is when my account was made. My fondest memory, um, my there's not really one I look back on, but my fondest memory is probably like being invited to like Fish Club and just being a part of that, because that's like my like those are like my closest friends right now. It's just Fish Club, which is like you, Joey, Ronald, Kashoe, Austin, like that's probably my fondest memories. Is just the memories made with them.
Of course. I mean, it's one of those things where like we really were more like a brotherhood more than fucking anything. To be honest, that's how it was.
Yeah,
Truthfully.
but dude, craziest shit. Like when I think of like my like earlier years playing Roblox, it was when Pokemon Go was popping, and I didn't have a phone that could run Pokemon Go, so I played Pokemon Go on Roblox. Um,
It's very
I
funny.
grinded the shit out of that game, bro.
Man,
It's not up anymore because Nintendo nuked that shit, but I grinded the shit out of that game.
it's definitely one of the games that like people just like completely just nuke just to nuke. Because well, look, I'm Pokemon
Oh
Break
yeah,
Bronze. They
yeah.
completely obliterated that game, right?
Dude, Brick Bronze was so good.
It's one of those games on Relic side. I really wish it was a still a thing, but alas, I mean it still is a thing, but obviously like a functional version we still can properly play. I'll be worried about being
Yeah.
taken down. Talking more about gaming, what do you think was like the most like prolific gaming moment you ever had?
Most prolific gaming moment I've ever had.
It's a good one.
Probably dropping 70 kills in my very first SEO match.
It's a pretty good one.
It was against Big Deegs, but I feel like for my very first SEO match, it's pretty good.
No, for your first
I was
SEO
12
match, like a 70 is
Yeah, I was-
fucking unreal.
Yeah, I was 12 years old.
Man,
Little legit on the mouse, bro.
I'm trying to think. Back when I played comp, shoot, if you dropped like 30, I was like a fucking unreal game, like a God's house, like a CPFO. Could we just play the game so passively? There wasn't like much of a reason to play OBJ because everyone wanted to play
Yeah, I
fucking
was-
TDM Satpad.
I would be looking at like old screenshots, and I'd be like, "Yo, this dude got 15 kills. Holy shit!"
That was the norm back
Let's
then,
look
bro.
at him.
That was literally the norm back then. That was like 15
And
back
then-
then was about 40 now.
Yeah, and then God Status was like the anomaly dropping like 30s and 40s.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with him is that although he was quite good and still could probably be good if he gave a shit, he just honestly had the tech advantage, bro. Nobody was on like insane
Yeah.
tech other than him, for being honest, but that's all right. Still the
Truly
greatest
a
peak.
pioneer of his time.
That is true. He did min-max the game. First ever truly min-max the game. Speaking more about like PF though, what was like the thing that made you even want to play the game so much? What really about it just set out to you?
It was my very first FPS, so I always had like a soft spot in my heart. And it's like I never played COD growing up because my parents wouldn't allow it. I never played like Battlefield, none of that. My very first FPS experience outside of PF was Battlefront 2 Star Wars
That's
at
a
my
pretty
friend's
good game.
house on the PS4 split screen. That was my only other FPS um like moment outside of like getting my computer.
Hmm.
Was PF and Battlefront 2.
Honestly, you really missed out on too much, so might have been a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, like I think I would have turned out for the worst if I would not turn out for the worst, but if I started on COD, uh, yeah, I think I'm good.
I think
'Cause
modern
I
day
just like
cause yeah.
modern, even like back then too, like, because my dad was a huge gamer. He's what got me into video games. He would like, I would be like, he would only play the campaigns of games. He would never play online. Because I remember the one time he played online, he didn't know that like voice chat was a thing. So he turned it on and his ass was getting flamed, bro. And he got so mad he never played online again.
Yeah, I mean, let's just say that some communities will get mad if you're like a point 0.5 KD player, which is expected, but it is
Bro,
pretty
he was
funny.
30 with 3 kids, bro. Like,
He really expect much from him, yeah. He really
nah,
gave a
bro.
shit. Sure, fully. What about your dad? What was your dad's like favorite games though when he was like as a child?
My dad's favorite game, um, in the past, but like before I built my computer, it was Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Like I remember, we would basically like take shifts. Like I'd play Fortnite and then I'd give him my Switch and he'd play Breath of the Wild. And then when I got my PC, he started playing like Tom Clancy's like what is it, Breakpoint and Wildlands.
Makes sense.
I think he has like 1,500 hours combined on both.
Yeah, your dad's an avid gamer compared to mine. Mine does not even want to think about games. I mean, the main thing he played was like I think dice and like marbles. He was big into marbles when he was younger. 'Cause some people were in Bangladesh. He's really more of a mathematician more than I think he loves statistics. But speaking more about that, how do you think? What is your overall view on gaming? Think it's like a positive thing now, the gaming space, or is it kind of just like whatever? I don't really give a shit.
Um, I mean, it's like it's an outlet. It's a good. I feel like it's a good outlet if it's done in moderation. But if you're like a fucking skateboarder and dropping out of high school just to grind 1 million kills on the AK-47 on Phantom Forces, then it's a problem. But outside of that, it's just an outlet, and it's like don't really give a shit about it.
Yeah, because there was also the iconic Remster moment where Remster Gaming, or it was Remster
You
skipped
skip
school
school
to
to
play
play PF,
PF. You can't make
and
that
then
shit up.
got grounded for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Don't want an apple there. I need to eat. So,
No, that's valid, bro. W Apple.
hmm.
You fuck with green apples or granny's the green apples, Golden Delicious, the Gaia apples. What's your go-to apple?
Green's good. I'm really indifferent. I can't use any apple my mom gives me, bro. I'll be honest.
I fucking hate the Granny Smith apples. Those them shits suck.
No, some fruit is just bad. Like generally, I feel like some fruit is shouldn't exist. I'm trying to think. Like I
Yeah.
don't like
Yeah.
pears. I don't like pears for some reason.
Me too. I don't. It's just the texture. Even though it's like a glorified apple, I just don't like the texture of it.
The taste also kind of throws me off a bit more. Like apples are kind of
Yeah.
normal tasting. Those just taste inhumane. You know, here's a random one. What's the first word you ever said?
First word I ever said. It's probably like, just like your basic like mom or dad. I don't remember because. So funny story, when I was 2 years old, I was in the stands in I was in the stands at my sister's high school. She was on the marching band for football,
Hmm.
and I somehow got into my purse, not to my purse, my mom's purse. I got into my mom's purse, got like my entire like my first words were this, my first steps was this. I took it out of her purse and I just dropped it, and it's nowhere to be found.
So real. Man, I'm trying to remember my first words. I think it was really weird. It was actually a cucumber. I loved cucumbers as a child. That was pretty funny. I didn't really
It's
talk.
valid though. Cucumbers are the shit, bro.
No, they really are. It's definitely probably made me like pretty health conscious. Speaking of being health conscious, your mother, she's a health nut. How do you feel about that?
She is. Um, growing up, I kind of hated it, but now that I'm getting older, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful.
Yeah, it definitely is
Like,
great.
cause like I'm looking, cause it's like, yo, dude, my mom wouldn't let me get the fucking Big Mac, dude. I've I've never had like Burger King. I've never had Taco Bell. I've never had Wendy's. I've never had like anything from McDonald's other than the chicken nuggets and fries. Um, like I've never had like most fast food places.
Honestly, it's kind of a blessing. I think most fast food is kind
It's
of shit.
it's kind of a
So.
blessing because I never really got a taste for it, and it's like I actually think like I had a McDonald's burger not that long ago. I found it like kind of revolting. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't get
It's just
McDonald's burgers.
not for me, bro. Not for me.
I'm more like a McChicken guy. I feel like it's kind of hard to fuck up chicken. If you fuck up chicken, there's clearly something wrong with you most of the time.
Like I can't see myself in a family that's like not health nutty because like I'm hearing also
Hmm.
it's just like I was always the skinny kid, you know?
Yeah.
Like I'm still pretty skinny now. I'm like 6 foot 150. Like I'm still like a pretty scrawny dude, but I'm just so thankful that my mom was a health nut because gets just sets me up. Like not only does it set good habits for you because you automatically have good eating habits from when you were younger, but also just longevity wise, you never really get a taste for stuff, and it's just so much better for you in the future.
Yeah, because like a big thing too is that people just don't like. It's just so much easier to eat like shit than to eat healthy, right?
Oh yeah,
That's like
because it's
really the
like
biggest thing in America. I think it's the biggest problem.
it's like you have to cook, and then after you cook, you have to clean, and then even before you cook, you have to get the stuff. You have to find what you want to cook. It's trivial for some people, especially if they're used to just ordering. But since I've never DoorDashed anything, I never Uber Eats anything. Like, I'm just so much used to
Oh
like
shit.
cooking my own shit.
Yeah, so one of the things that it's great. I think the biggest thing about like just home food too is that getting proper like what's the name actual ingredients as well that isn't like horrible for you is also another thing that's get kept.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely
yeah.
more expensive.
hmm
I mean, think about olive oil. Olive oil is one of the greatest things ever, but costs a pretty penny.
So expensive, dude. Especially, dude, syrup like maple syrup now is so expensive.
Yeah,
It's like $25 for like a quart, not even a quart, like 2 pints.
just it speaks volumes how fucked the industry is, like, truly. Like
Oh yeah,
actual
hundred
normal
percent.
shit. That's why I'm like so like kind of afraid of the future because like Jesus Christ, imagine that like we shafts and then imagine like a pint of syrup is like $100. That could easily happen in the
Dude,
future.
yeah.
In our lifetime. That's actually another topic. How do you feel about GMOs? I feel like that's the thing I'm like weird about.
GMOs, if done properly, is good. But if it's done to the point where it's detrimental to not only the quality of the plant, but also the quality of its like seeds and also the quality of it in general for human consumption, then it's done too much. Like GMOs, for like just a healthier and like bigger apples, I think those are good. But if it gets to the point where it's like, yeah, we put so much sugar in this shit that if you eat too many, you become pre-diabetic, then that's too much, bro.
Yeah, it's like a fine line sort of thing. Like truthfully, it's like I'm not really entirely against GMOs, but I don't think I would preferably try to get one. Like if there's an option to avoid it,
Yeah.
obviously I'm avoiding it. But like if that was the only option, it like obviously wouldn't kill me and it, wouldn't make
Mhm.
me like pre-diabetic or give me extra super nutrients I don't need. Then yeah, I guess it'll be okay for like a day or two. It looks like I'm
Mhm.
just overly paranoid about. I think most people should definitely be paranoid about what the fuck they're doing, at least in America.
Oh yeah,
Or
100%.
like
Because you become like you eat. Like if you're eating like shit, you feel like shit.
that is very true. I mean, that's why I tell people to not eat fucking the Wendy's 4 for 4s all day, bro.
Dude, retweet, bro.
That might be one of the biggest problems with America. I mean, there's a lot of problems with America, but I do think the food we just fucking eat is one of the core problems. I think, truthfully.
It's the food and also just the ease of access of it. Like you just walk in, I want number four, and then you get it, bro.
Not only
It
that, but
also
like,
doesn't help.
go on.
It doesn't help that it's also just so good too. It tastes so good.
It's all the MSGs, bro. The MSG, the unlimited MSG amount you get in like America.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
Like that alone, and not only that, but like think like this, like in a, like an economic perspective, you get a $5 fucking pizza back in there from Little Caesars. Now imagine cooking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't really beat that.
Like financial, like economically
It's like
speaking, it's unreal for value.
it's like you have to buy all the ingredients for it, and also just the process of making a pizza is like just long. It's like making a pizza, getting like down to like getting like a DiGiorno like shitty frozen pizza, and then just getting Little Caesars for $5.
Like you're just gonna pay Little
But
Caesars.
but low key, comes in clutch for some people. Like if you're a guy like Chaj in college and you're doing sleep for dinner, Little Caesars comes in clutch.
That is true. Thank God for meal deals like that. I mean, hey, that's how you know we're in a recession, man. Look at all the $5 meal deals we got. We got McDonald's, we
Oh
got
yeah, bro.
Wendy's, we got
McDonald's is
Burger
coming back with
King.
their like, yeah, bro.
Like, it just speaks volumes of how bad the economic state is. I mean, I think me and my dad were talking about this. Mainly when the middle class, if they can't afford to do basic luxuries and basic amenities like go on vacation, what the fuck happens to our economy? We blow up. And that's really one of the biggest things I'm just worried about personally.
Cause it's like without that like vacation time, you can't really like de-stress. You're always on work to the point where it's just mass burnout.
Yeah, and people forget that burnout is definitely one of those, like,
It's a very real thing. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
a very
fucking
real
affects every person in the world. Dare I say it? And that's really the biggest thing I'm really afraid about with currently in America. I mean, the biggest metric for the economic industry. I mean, the economy right now is the stripper index, where if strippers or strip clubs are very active,
Yeah.
proves
I was
a very good
actually
economy.
just about to bring that up because not that long ago, for like an AP Lang assignment, we had to go on to like this website called All Sides, where it gives you like an article from an article that's usually like more on the right, the center, or the left, all on the same topic but just different viewpoints from it. And the recession came up, and the left was all like, the stripper index is a very real thing. It predicted the 2008 recession, predicted this, and this. Even going back to like the Depression era when brothel usage like plummeted because of no one could afford it. And then on the right, it was more just like, yeah, it's the stock market, you know. But at that point, it was the stock market.
Yeah.
But it just I don't really remember the article because it was kind of like it's like 8 months ago. Like, I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it was less. It was more pointing fingers other than looking at real statistics.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing with a lot of like these like economic things. I think there's a clear problem, but I think the clear problem is more, if anything, the amount of luxury just naturally is just not going to be a thing when rising cost rates for most people, because most people don't actually own a house or on rent.
Oh yeah,
Most
100%.
people can't really manage money, so obviously the kind of cost of living is going to be higher than usual. And honestly, I think most of the time, I think we can definitely afford to live a bit more comfortably. I think people are definitely taxing a bit much. I mean, obviously, I don't think people are like very intelligent and very good at financing money, but I don't think the prices should be this egregiously high, personally.
Like things like Klarna exist, bro. You could finance a burger.
Yeah, like that shouldn't be a thing. Like we shouldn't be able to finance fucking food. That's a thing we should have by default. The fact we have to finance food, the fact it's an option, just speaks to how like disgusting we are right now in the world. I don't know. I find that appalling.
Like that, payment plans like that are on the rise, and that's another like indicator of going into recession when more like pay per week type of stuff is on the rise.
Of course. That just speaks volumes to like where the fuck we are in the world. Because like if we're just like borrowing, because honestly we're probably not gonna pay this shit. It just speaks to volumes how we're just gonna like always be in a sort of debt society. I mean, it's really one of those things where like big ways to make this life easier for us, but yet we just can't do anything about it.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah, and that's the harsh reality, man. And it's one of the things that I think both parties can agree with, but for some reason we don't want to say in America, because we do. It's just gonna fucking freak everyone out, and it makes me feel disgusted.
Because the parties can't agree with each other on anything.
Yeah, I mean, I think parties can agree with each other. I think that that normal people can. Just I don't think the actual guys that up top really give a shit about that. Just makes you think about I wouldn't say I'm really a doomer about America, but it definitely makes you skeptical of what the fuck the future's gonna be. I definitely am skeptical. I mean, sure, I'm going to uni, but like I might get a job. It might be taking me a year or two, but I might get one, might not. But
Mm-hmm.
like, as a concern of the fact that I just can't get a job within a realistic time frame. Somebody stuck at my parents' house. And, thankfully the house is fully paid off, gratefully.
Mm-hmm.
But like, imagine that wasn't,
Yeah,
these sort of basic
it just
things.
puts so many more people in just that fucked up scenario, and then the employment rates is gonna go up as well. Unemployment rate, excuse me.
That just makes you think. Like, I mean, obviously this is a global thing, but like, at least in America, is definitely very, very concerning of what the
Mm-hmm.
fuck we're doing. And the worst part is, because America is such a superpower, we affect the economy at such a big macro level. Like,
Oh yeah,
we're the biggest
100%, bro.
exporters in the world, aren't we? Pretty sure we are.
Think so. Yeah,
I
probably.
would think so. I mean, look how much shit we buy from Shein, man. Think about all the women that buy shit from Shein. That probably counts, right? I mean, that's really why. Like, I always thought the whole the Trump's tariff thing was the most asinine idea ever. Like, there's a reason why we don't like have excessive, crazy tariffs. Historically, just never worked.
If we look back in history, that shit never worked.
Yeah, that is very true. And the people will argue, oh, it's like a political game. Oh, it's like a political game. No, it's not. And this is one of those things I feel like from both parties. The fact that both parties did agree that this is a objectively asinine concept, and we let that shit go,
Mm-hmm.
is just fucking foolish. It's one of the reasons why I even voted for Kamala. And I hate fucking Bill. Like, I hate Bill presidents. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah, like
The fact that I have to
it
do
was
that for greater goods is ridiculous.
is picking between like two evils. I just think the two-party system should have never existed in general.
I mean, yeah, it's just a high brain thing, right? I think George Washington talked about
Mhm.
how these sort of parties would fuck up America, and he was right.
Yeah, and look at it now.
Yeah, well, it was
He
right.
he definitely warned against two-party systems because it just creates like an echo chamber, and kind of like having patriotism for your party. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
when it never should have been that way. That's why people just hate
Mm-mm.
certain countries. I mean, that's like a big thing too. Is like you look at any sort of European country, any sort of other country in the world, it's not a bipartisan system ever. It's
Mm-mm.
never a bipartisan system because it's just obviously asinine. It's just that for some reason, I think the American sentiment that we're just kind of ignorant is true. I do agree with that. It does exist. I do
Oh,
see
yeah,
it every day.
yeah, 100%, bro.
Like, I'm trying to give you an example in real life. I mean, shit. I mean, work at a retail job or any sort of retail, any sort of like work life job. But we talk to other people that aren't as educated. It's fucking apparent.
Hmm.
You might have a job. I mean, don't you work at the YMCA? I mean, sure, there's like a store you had or
Yeah,
something.
I'm a lifeguard, but like I don't really be interacting with people, but like even some of my coworkers, I'm like, what the, yeah, like for example, there's this swim instructor, so so she mainly teaches like this smaller kids. She's like water discovery,
Mm,
but she teaches them to like keep their head up out the water whenever they're swimming.
of course.
But if you know anything about swimming, when your head is up, your hips go down, and when your hips go down, it makes it so much harder to swim. I was like, why are you teaching them this? Not only is it much harder for them to do, but it's also more dangerous because not only they're gonna, it's just the improper technique to do it.
Very true.
They're gonna like run out of energy so much quicker.
Dude,
And like I actually had to have like an argument with her on why you should teach them putting their head in the water.
yeah, this is to say most people aren't the most intelligent when it comes to differentiating opinions. I mean, shit.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the most iconic thing I can remember, like in most schoolings, is like I'm trying to remember what was like the most stupid thing ever. It mainly some sort of book discussion in like AP Lang when I was younger. I think people were talking about like Into the Wild and how like Chris McCandless was like a hero. I'm like, I don't think he was a hero. I mean, he was definitely he was an adventurous guy, but he definitely was not a fucking hero by any means.
I mean, like, I literally see that in my AP Lit class. Like, we had to write an essay, and dudes were just using ChatGPT right in front of the teacher.
Oh
bro. Like,
yeah,
come
I
on, bro.
forgot. You're fucking in the era where you guys just grew up on ChatGPT for essays. That's the thing too. How does that even affect like essay writing? Like that shit just probably like I feel like people can't write essays as well anymore, like at all.
It ruins, like, critical thinking.
Yeah, that's definitely just the thing. Cause like I think essay writing for me was like historically quite easy, but then my girlfriend's like, "Oh, I can't write an essay." And I'm telling her how. He's like, "Oh, I don't even know how to make an annotated bibliography." I'm like, "Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding
You
me."
you just read it and then you summarize it. And then
Yeah,
put
that's,
the
that's
word
all
count
you do.
beside
You
it. That's
you
all
can.
you do.
The worst thing
All
is
you
you don't
do.
have to read. You can fucking skim it, read the fucking title, and go, "Oh, okay, it does this,
Yeah,
this, this."
just Just read the abstract, bro. That's all you gotta do.
It's almost like people just lack. I mean, it's kind of like the feedback loop thing I was thinking about like when I was younger. I feel like people just don't really give a shit about like really like digging deep into anything at all. It's kind of insane in the past couple of years.
So to go back to the Chat GPT thing, I took the SAT last week, and these two guys who I've had like classes with before, they know like I'm smart. So they were on the other side of the room. They saw me walk in, go to my seat. They moved right here and behind me to cheat off me, and then they're both using photo math the entire time on the SAT math.
That's just shameless. I'm saying this is a person that got like a 7, 8 in a fucking math session with no essay, no fucking AI, no cheats at all. Like, that's just retarded. Like, that's just not.
It just like
It's
it
asinine,
makes
bro.
me feel so it makes me feel so bad because it's like these dudes did not try and they might have gotten a better score than me because they were just cheating the entire time.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this whole era of just like cheating and like, online schooling, it makes it literally so that we have to like literally proctor everything and be just very like, like in your face about it. I remember when I did SAT, goddamn, there's like fucking what, like 3 people, no, like 4 teachers perma hawking over you in like a goddamn like
Oh
what's the
yeah.
name? In like the auditorium. I'm like, bro, just
But
fuck
the thing is,
Christ.
when I did the SAT, I was in like the smaller group,
Hmm.
so there was only one proctor, and he just did not care.
Yeah, I did not have that. I had fucking hawks, bro. I mean, shoot, I think I like
Yeah,
what 1350. Was that bad?
like now, like lockdown browser and stuff like that is going like crazy in high school, and one of my due enrollment professors was like, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna have to start putting like the webcam feature so I could tell if they're not like looking on their phone and stuff like that. Like it's crazy.
Donald shit, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
In high school, bro. Like,
I mean, it's just the fact that remember is I don't think AI is inherently a bad thing. I think it could be used to some
it's not a
degree.
bad thing, no.
It's just the problem is like fucking obviously when you're a younger fucking teenager, you're piss lazy, and you think about I don't know. Let's give an example like a 16-year-old kid. You like playing COD, going on TikTok and doom scrolling and liking
Yep.
girls on IG feeds. You're not gonna give a shit about like fucking doing your homework, whatever. Unless you,
Doing a proper essay too.
yeah,
They don't care, bro. They're just gonna get the easy A.
yeah. It's really like the hair problem. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we did like a study in like the neuroplasticity of like kids from like 20 years ago and now if like their fucking brains would be fried. Honestly, I would not be surprised due to this shit.
It's already going down.
Yeah.
Like there's been some like like not junior studies, but there's been some recent studies, and also the literacy rate in America has been on the downhill. Even though our access to knowledge has been getting better, the literacy rate has been going down.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, dare I say, maybe AI needs to be fucking gay cut to people, bro. At this fucking point.
It shouldn't be as accessible, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Not as accessible, but like, but in reality, there's no way you could really like
Yeah.
safeguard around people using it. It's just gonna be a tool that everyone has.
That creates like sort of the issue like I was gonna have. I feel like it's just sort of like, what do you want to do? Do you want to be like all 1984 about it and let no one have anything? We all have like no fucking privacy, or just let everyone be free and abuse the powers that you want? It's a dynamic, like literally a power dynamic issue. And
Mm-hmm.
it's really is what do you want worse? I mean, I would argue, I guess like the first option could in theory be better, but like, nah, it just wouldn't be right.
I think it would be better if the education system was better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think people really give a shit about the education system. I don't think it's ever been helpful or accessible.
Yeah, I think No Child Left Behind was the one of the worst things for American history.
Oh, trust me, I agree on that 100%. It's one of the things where we promoted just being a low academically like a low academic student. We could just not give a shit and just you're good. When
Yeah.
we should have
On
promoted
to the next
actually.
grade, bro. Learn more stuff.
That's what I mean. Like if you don't have like the proper structure, how the fuck can you go up here and go, oh yeah, I'm like this, but you're really academically you're like fucking down here, like like a 6th grade level when you're in like 10th grade or something.
Like
Something.
I'm so thankful for my mom, because like I was almost a victim of it, because like even starting like elementary school, like I had really bad focusing problems because my eyes were not the best. Like I had to take like it's a mix of like ADHD not being like caught until I was in like 4th grade,
Mm.
and also just me having like pretty bad eyesight to the point where like I would have to take breaks constantly. Like I would have a work in progress folder of like work that I haven't finished in class, and it would be like this thick
Jesus Christ.
by like by the quarter, my mom would be like, "What did I tell you guys? Like, if work isn't done in class, it has to be sent home." But because the principal's policy was no homework, I just never got homework.
You never had
And
homework?
yeah, I never had homework until like AGP in fourth and fifth grade. It was
What
just
the
like
fuck?
one singular math worksheet. And even then, I didn't do it because I just wasn't used to doing homework, and I just didn't think there was a reason to it.
It's pretty funny.
But then in sixth grade, my mom was like, "Yeah, this isn't gonna fly."
Yeah, like one of the biggest things I remember doing as a kid is I get so annoyed that I had homework that I would just like I literally it was like a weird habit that my mom kind of told me to do. Like, oh, you should immediately do it. I'm like, oh yeah, let's immediately do it. So literally went from like first grade, so dare I say like eighth grade, I just the moment I immediately got it, I just would immediately do it and just fucking play games all day. And that's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I would do now, but like I really don't have the time in my day to do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you get more busy, fucking real life happens. I can't really do that as much
Hmm.
now, but like I try to do it, but like, bro, it's fucking hard, man.
It also gets to the point where it's just like you just want to take a break.
Yeah, cause like
Constant like work, 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 work.
that's actually another thing I just thought about. High school to me was too fucking long. You're talking about they gotta wake up at like 6:45, get there like 7:30, and be there until 3 o'clock. When really I could just get out at like 12 or 1 and be fine.
I think I think it should really only be the only classes that should be required is math, reading, history, science, and then
Like
if you
one
want to do
elective.
electives, you can do electives, but like past that you could just leave.
I think there should be like one elective and that's it, just one.
Yeah, one like just have like a 5 period day, and then that'd be
And that would be
perfect.
like that would be so much easier because it'll be one less money, two you don't have to worry about shit. Number three, it's easier on everyone because there's less fucking time. So like realistically, it'd be like what like a
Hmm.
4 or 5 hour day. That would make life for many students probably way easier. Than to think about fucking shit at all. Because that's really
And
my
also
biggest problem.
something interesting that I actually learned about today. Actually at my high school a couple years ago, like the youth government club actually wrote a bill, and they sent it to the actual Florida House of Representatives, and it was to give kids who are on graduation pace in junior and senior year of high school the ability to have one period be like a study hall, so they have more time to do work. Because obviously, they there's also been multiple studies that have shown that when you give kids study halls, stress is down, work like ability to turn in like grades go up because they have more time to do stuff. Like it passed the House of Representatives, but then I think I forgot who it was, but it was like it was most likely lobbyists. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, but we have to make sure the teachers are doing their jobs, and they brought up this. They brought up this. It's like, well, we can't do this because of this. And it's just like just random bullshit, and then it got shut down.
It's just funny how lobbyists almost are always like trying to like the victims of making of like fucking up a society from being better. Imagine we didn't have lobbyists who would probably want to worry about having shitty like city infrastructure. I think one of the biggest problems with America is that we have no fucking like subway system or train system that actually connects towards like all of America. And like sure people say it's a logistics issue, but we're a fucking super monopoly fucking economy
Mm-hmm.
overall. We are so fucking economically strong that is actually insane how we haven't done a full scale like system yet. Truly, I don't know. I find it
I
shocking.
think I think it should be illegal for candidates to get PAC money.
No, I agree with that. I agree with that 100 fucking percent. Talking about transit, how do you feel about driving in America, especially driving in Tampa, Florida? Because I know it's fucking bad. Because I'm here, it's bad.
It's the amount of people that I see on the road, and also the amount of idiots I see on the road is really astonishing. Especially in Florida, where most of the population is older. I see like a 90-year-old grandpa like this
Yeah, going like,
going going s- going 50 miles an hour on I-4, like.
oh my god, I fucking hate that, bro. Like my biggest thing, because I drive the fucking, I commute like what 30 minutes to like the campus that's here like what Raymond James Stadium.
Hmm.
I'm doing like a C right now, just doing like, annoying classes.
Yeah.
One of my classes, I have to drive the fucking all the way to Dale Mabry, and I'm like trying to merge into I-275. There's always a slow
Dude,
fucking
it's so
guy
bad.
that goes
It's
30
so
miles per
bad.
hour
It's so
and
bad.
can't merge in. It's so fucking stupid. I don't get it, man.
Every single time I'm like, I know the exact spot you're talking about.
Yes.
When you're trying to merge, there's always some guy who goes 30 miles an hour trying to merge with people who are going 75.
It's
Like that just like from like common sense when I was 5 years old that didn't make sense.
It's like I don't know why people drive slow when merging. It's one of the dumbest things ever because you're thinking, like, literally, logically think. There's a guy going, like, cruising at 70. You have to match their speed or get close to it so that if they do break, they're not going to break by a lot, so you have time. Like, you going fucking 30 puts literally everyone in danger, and the guy behind you in danger, what the fuck's he going to do? You know what I mean? Because it's sort of like retard feedback loop that I just get mad at. That's actually another thing I hate, too. People that just drive too fucking slow in general.
It pisses me off, too.
It's like brother.
Like, at least go the speed limit. At least go the speed
Or,
limit.
you know, honestly, just go 5 above the fucking speed limit at this point. Because I'm being honest with you, man, dare I say it, I think just speeding just a tad bit can actually help you be more alert when you drive because you're actually forced to kind of give a shit.
And, like, also, in Tampa, no one goes the speed limit. People are going, like, 90 on 275. Like, no one cares about the speed limit in Tampa.
Oh, that is true. I mean, fuck, people go, like... I mean, before the super speeder law, people go like 100, 110 back in I-4.
Oh yeah, easily. Like when we were going to the concert, bro. Like you had to go like 95 just to even. Like,
yeah, because everyone was talking. The flow of traffic going. Bro. Yeah, it was ridiculous. They were basically gatekeeping that.
So bad.
Dude, speaking of that concert, it's actually. I forgot you were with me when I met my girlfriend. That was a pretty fun.
Yeah. One. I dodged the biggest bullet of all time, but we're not gonna. You want to bring that up on the podcast, bro?
Yeah, we'll say it. My girlfriend's sister is a very unique character. Let's just say she has probably one of the worst fame lives of all time, but yeah, she has some potential. She's young, so it could easily turn around. I think it'll turn around. I'm hopeful.
Yeah, I mean, she's like what?
18. I don't think it'd be that big of a deal.
She's young, but like
it's concerning.
But
I'm a believer. I believe in it personally.
Everyone can change.
I do agree with that. Most people.
Not everyone. Most people can change.
Most people can change. Yeah. Speaking of which, man, what do you think's the worst thing about living in Tampa in recent memory?
Worst thing about living in Tampa, I think worst thing about living in Florida is Ron DeSantis. That's the worst thing about living in Florida is Ron DeSantis.
Amen to that.
But living in Tampa, honestly, it's probably just the drivers.
Yeah, drivers are pretty fucking bad.
Drivers and overpopulation.
Yeah.
Like the city of Tampa is so like overrun. It's like they're putting so many new housing developments, but it's not quick enough. It's too many people. But I feel like that's just what the future of most metropolitan areas are now.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense though, because like think about it, Miami costs too much fucking money. Orlando's not that close to like the beaches, leaving Tampa being the next big option. So naturally, people are like from other like, oh, I want beaches, I want nice home, nice big home, because I'm from up north and obviously it costs way too much, and that's where
strip clubs 20 minutes away, like.
Yep, that is true.
Like it's just Tampa is also it's a nice area. The weather is pretty somewhat nice year round, except for like the hotter months in like June, July, and like start of August when it's kind of like asinine to be outside.
Yeah.
But other than that, the weather is like usually pretty nice year round. Beaches are right there. You got Busch Gardens like 30 minutes away. You got Disney an hour away. You got
Universal
as well. You got football. You got the Rays, even though they kind of suck.
You also got the Lightning, man. The Lightning are fucking great, man.
Lightning has been like, ever since like 2018, they've been pretty good.
Basically a fucking dynasty, for being honest.
Yeah.
It's great.
Could have three-peated.
That is true. Very true. Excuse me. I mean, shit, we even have Tom Brady. I think Tom Brady definitely has some influence bringing all these people.
Bro.
I mean, he's my GOAT for a reason, but he definitely brought some people into Tampa. Way too many.
Yeah, speaking of Bucks, I have a signed Mike Evans jersey because when I was in freshman year, I went to Middleton High School.
Oh yeah.
It was like 10 minutes away from where the Bucks practice, and every December, Mike Evans does like there's a Catch for Christmas thing, where it's like he takes athletes from schools and just like gives them like a full tour of the facility, just like a meet and greet. Like I met Levante David,
That's
I met
dope.
Leonard Fournette, I met Devin White, I met Mike Evans.
Of course.
I couldn't beat Tom Brady, unfortunately.
Fuck, if you did, bro, that'd be sick.
Dude, if I did, bro, I'd be ecstatic, bro.
I would be too. I mean, that guy did some fucking blood magic with me. Fucking tell
That'd
me.
be my profile picture on everything, bro.
All I gotta say is, man, dude, do you remember watching that 28-3 comeback, bro, live?
Yes, I do remember watching that 28-3 comeback, and my parents were actually hate watching.
I was hate watching.
They were
I
hate
was hate
watching.
watching as well. Okay, well,
They
at
were
the time,
hate
I was
watching,
hate
bro.
watching, bro.
And they're like, "Yo, finally this dynasty is coming to an end." Nah, Edelman just had one of the craziest catches of all time.
Just does the fucking impossible. Like, genuinely the fucking impossible. Like, that shit right there, I was like, I fucking hate him, but he's a GOAT. After that moment, I was like, you know, I fucking hate him, he's a GOAT.
That cemented him as the GOAT.
For me,
I don't think I don't think there could be any debate in the next 50 years, unless if someone, you know,
maybe Mahomes, actually. Maybe
gets
Mahomes. Really?
Doesn't have enough rings.
Fair enough.
He's on a statistical fall off, and like, it's shown he can't produce without elite receivers.
Yeah.
As of recent, he can't produce without elite receivers. Because right now, like, even last year, he was probably like he did make some crazy throws because he just has like, I will say he is the most talented in being able to make any throw. But I just think the accolades aren't there.
Yeah, I mean, statistically, he definitely is falling off. I think with him is like, I just get down here personally. But the thing is, he's like, what, like 30?
I think he's older than that a little bit.
31, 32. Even then, he still has like a couple of years left. That could definitely prove to be something. Maybe at least like a contender for the GOAT.
Yeah,
surely.
he's 30. I think in order for him to actually be considered the GOAT, he has to get 2 more rings.
Two more rings, yeah, and I feel like a convincing win too.
And then he'll be in the GOAT talks. But also, like, when he did play Tom Brady in the playoffs, it was BTA. So
oh yeah, that is.
I feel like that's
true.
Also kind of diminishing. Even just like the Super Bowl against the Bucks, I feel like that's pretty. Like, you got beat the brakes off you by Tom Brady.
Yeah, not just any Tom Brady, like a 40-year-old Tom Brady, that's like fucking tired as hell, just chilling,
but like,
doesn't give a fuck.
But like that also just goes to show like just how good Tom Brady was.
Yeah.
Like he had his career high passing yards in the next season after the Super Bowl when we lost the NFC Championship to Cooper Kupp. That was when Cooper Kupp was in his insanity run with 1,900 receiving yards in the
that shit fucking
in the regular
hurts, bro.
season.
That shit fucking hurt.
I remember that game because I saw Cooper Kupp hit the slant route and I saw he was wide open. I just knew it was gonna.
The moment I saw that, I just turned off the fucking. I turned off my TV. I didn't want to fucking watch it, bro.
But also that Rams roster, it would have been embarrassing if they didn't win the Super Bowl. Like what?
No,
it
was
literally
magic.
Talent everywhere.
It's
like Cooper Kupp playing like the best receiver of having the best like season a receiver can have in the history of the NFL. They had prime Aaron Donald. They had, I think Matthew Stafford was quarterback.
Think so.
And that was in his prime too.
Yeah, they were
like,
fucking loaded.
Like they were loaded on it like basically all fronts. It was like they weren't as good as the Super Bowl winning Bucks roster because like I don't think like offensively. Like, if everyone was in their prime, nothing could touch that. Like, it was Gronk, AB, Julio Jones, Godwin, Mike Evans, Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette. I think LaShawn McCoy was in there, too. Like if that were to be, like, everyone in their prime on that team, that would have been, like, by far the best offense ever.
That would have been something else. Switching more about other sports, basketball. How do you feel about if Tampa had a fucking NBA team? Because I personally wish they had an NBA team.
I wish they had an NBA team because I feel like because it's like Orlando, which I hate Orlando.
Yeah.
And Miami Heat. I only liked Miami Heat because of Jimmy Buckets, but then Jimmy Buckets was kind of being the
bit of a crybaby
to the team a little bit.
That too.
And then I didn't really like it, and then I became a Magic fan, but I'm just back and forth between the Heat and Magic, honestly.
Yeah.
At this point.
I mean, I'm more of a Magic fan because of Paulo. I think Paulo's really fucking good.
Yeah,
I rate Paulo very highly.
He's also funny, bro.
Yeah, dude,
have you seen the clip where it's like if he got superpowers, he would get like the ability to stop time, bro? Have you seen that clip?
No, I didn't see that.
It's classic, bro.
So funny. No, Paulo is a funny guy. He also is very fucking underrated because obviously Orlando's a
Oh
very.
yeah, he's so good.
It's weird
He's so
because
good.
Orlando should be a small market team, but the arc is out now. There's something about it. You're just too like iconic.
It's because I think they're also like, aren't they a newer team?
Yeah, they are a newer team. They were made in like 94, 95, I think, something like that.
It's kind of like the Bucks. How like the Bucks should have a bigger market cap because they're in Tampa Bay. Like one of the like, I feel like now in America, like Tampa's a pretty recognizable city.
It's one of the biggest
Like
growing cities in America in recent memory. Yeah.
like before, I want to see in like the '90s, you'd be like, oh, you moving to Tampa, but now it's like, oh yeah, you're moving to Tampa. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things talking about Tampa. Tampa used to be a pretty small like city. I mean, it was a city, but it wasn't like a crazy city. It was like, oh yeah, going to Tampa.
It was like it was a city, but like everything was shut down like past 9 p.m.
Yeah, it was not really like an outside city, but now like shit because everyone's moving down here. You got all the transplants.
Now with like Ybor and like even just downtown now, like around like University of Tampa area, like that place is booming.
There's stuff to do. It's crazy. I think it's crazy because like really back then, yeah, downtown was really just more like a financial thing. Once it was like 9
Oh
p.m.,
yeah,
you just go
100%.
home. You just went home. There's virtually nothing to do. It was a very boring city. I still think it's not the most enjoyable city, but still it's pretty fun. There's nothing wrong about it now.
I think it's not as enjoyable because the driving experience is terrible.
Yeah, I mean infrastructure will always kind of be shit, but
I feel like that's just like any city.
that's most cities.
But also, I just feel like it's because it's like a newer metropolitan city.
Yeah,
Like, it's not like in Atlanta. It's not like a Manhattan. It's not like any of those cities.
it's just not fleshed out at all, really, like at all.
But I think give it time, it'll be one of the major cities.
Definitely. Actually, let's
If it
switch
hasn't been
back.
already.
Oh my bad. Let's switch back all the way to fucking PF because this is definitely a funny one. Where do you think you would rank yourself all time? Think you'd be like top 50 to top 100, or dare I say top 25?
All
where you're fully on
time?
one? Yeah.
Um, I think I have the potential. Like if like say like I didn't swim, I didn't go to work, like I just did school, go to the gym, and then play PF all day, and like I didn't really care about like my academics. I think I would probably be like top 15 all time.
Yeah. I mean, shit, bro.
But I think right now I'm probably like top 100,
Top
top
70,
75.
top 600, top 100. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty fair. I mean, you definitely had a pretty good peak when you played. You definitely like what top
I
20, top 25 peak.
Yeah, I had a good peak, especially like, during like SCL season 3, like pro rules during that era. Like I would like even like on mom jeans, I would top frag on like I'll be like the server like top server frag on some maps with like playing with people like Jacarius, like Joey, like and going against like people like Carbon. I don't think I ever fragged above Carbon in an official match, but like Sinister, I fragged above him in like some matches and stuff like that. But I don't know, I just don't think my peak was long enough because my peak was when Comp PF was dying.
Yeah, that's just a fucked one, right? That's
But
why.
now that
Go on.
now that it's on a resurgence, I think I could get back up there. I think I could get back up there because right now I'm just cucked by playtime.
Yeah, that's like the eternal thing and why I think Paul's is so fucking good. That guy literally just didn't have a job or anything to do. He just kind of played PF and
He didn't have a job, and even when no one was playing PF, he was playing PF.
that's just true dedication right there
It's
in
like
Remster.
it's like Remster too, like, and even Paradigm to an extent. Even though he was like not really like playing pubs, he was mostly doing like target switches and stuff like that with a G11, doing like kind of more niche stuff. He was still playing the game when no one else was playing the game. Like I stopped really playing the game like after Squid Game era, because it just wasn't fun. That's when I really stopped playing pubs.
And that just says a lot. I mean, that's why really a lot of people quit. It just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun for me. I played against since
It
what?
just wasn't fun. They should
2016?
have just they should have give it the CS treatment. Just leave it where it is.
Just not give a shit about it. Literally, just not give a shit about it. I mean, fuck, man. For me playing after SEO season 2, I just packed my bags and just left. I just came back. I think I'm still like what? Shit, I'm like probably now like what, top 15 now? Right now, recently.
Top 15. Yeah, you're top 15.
Fucking for me coming back for that long.
Especially with some of the games you've been having recently, I feel like you're top 15 right now.
Regardless,
If not like top 12, I would say like you're 12.
I'm saying 15 to be modest. I think top 15 is pretty fair. But regardless of his PF, the end of the day, the day ends, and shoot, I don't know how to feel about PF, man. Some of those games are like, I can't let it
You
go.
can't quit.
I can't
You
let it
can't.
go.
It's it's a mix of both. We played it when we were kids, but also like met like we met like such good friends on the game. Also, just the game like its core mechanics itself is just fun. It has good gameplay. The appeal is for it to be like a functional game is there, and that I think that's why whenever there's a resurgence, when there's like a proper build, I feel like that's why a lot of people come back. Like people who I never thought would come back, like Mind Party, and like I'm thinking like, oh, they played the game for so long, like I think that ship has sailed, but nah, they back, bro.
Because it's just fun. Again, I don't know. I just feel like
It's
there's
just
a
fun,
spark.
especially because like most of the time they're like they're in a friend group who I got back into it because you were playing PFMM. Like
That's
I
true.
got back into it, and then Joey got back, and then Joey got back into it after saying, "Bro, I'll never touch PF ever again." And then Gashoe said the same exact thing, or Keanu said the same exact thing. Now he's playing. I think it's just gonna be a big like, not a big resurgence, but I think competitive PF right now isn't where the biggest. It's not like its biggest potential in my opinion. I think it can get a little bit bigger, but not much bigger.
Yeah, and honestly, that's kind of fine. I mean, I would want the game to be
I'm
bigger,
fine with
but
that. Yeah, I'm
like,
perfectly fine with that.
it's okay with me as long as the game's good fun, plug it, we kind of just kick it, fuck around, say stupid shit, and just shoot people. Hey,
Or like Anton today, he would just be like going around on Neon, bro, playing with one hand, just like shooting at people, bro.
it's so fucking funny, dude. I can't even
Like
take it seriously.
it's just a fun community, and also like the banter is fun.
Yeah.
Like Nereus, like you need to be on, bro. I'll be honest. How you play Black Site? Like,
I was so mad that game. What the fuck were they doing? They were just high, just like lollygagging on our map with so much downtime. It was
dude,
actually unbelievable.
that's all Nereus does is on Black Site. He lollygags around the map, and then
It's
he kills
like,
you from behind you.
it's like I get it. You're on a shit computer, but like, come on, man.
Like, play with
Get a job,
play
man.
with
Dude,
decency, bro.
find a way to get a computer. If Nears never listened to this, bro,
Hey, hey, he turned 18 recently, and he did say when he turned 18, he's gonna start finding a job at Amazon.
I want him to have a good job. I want him to actually have a PC, bro. I genuinely want. If anyone like, I don't know, man. It's fucking. It's actually painful.
Cause also like, what else is there to do? He lives in like
Alabama. He lives in Alabama, bro.
rural Alabama.
Man, speaking of fucking living in places like Alabama, where the hell, like, if you could avoid, or you could live in one place in America, where would you want to live? If you moved from Tampa.
If I move from Tampa, funny enough, it is in Alabama. It's this man-made lake called Lake Martin.
Hmm.
It's 75 square miles of like lake, but it's like the weather is so nice year round. Um, the only like downside is extremely red. Like it's an extremely red area. But other than that, if I could move from one place and live there in like any one of the houses with like a jet ski with a boat and just like chill on my boat and drink all day, I think that'd be the method.
That's chill. Shit for me. Considering the fact I'll probably still be playing games till I die. Fuck for me. I want to move to like Dallas, man. I want no fucking ping. I don't want to worry about shit.
Living in the penthouses in Dallas, bro, that'd be chill.
Fuck, that'd be cool as hell too. Like, plus food's probably good. Fucking everything's probably good. Like,
Yeah, bro, W eats, bro.
plus I don't think.
But nah,
Go on.
I think I could go without gaming.
You think you could? Yeah, I mean, people
I
have
think
interests.
I could go without online gaming.
Yeah, I think that's pretty fair.
Because it's like I grew up off of like Legend of Zelda. I grew up off of Mario. I grew up off of like Wii Sports. Like that's like those are the main games where like I feel like also just those types of games just always go back to it no matter what.
Of course. I mean, for me, like I still replay like Pokemon Black 2, White 2, Pokemon Heart Gold,
Dude,
Silver, a
exactly.
lot of those. Yeah.
Like games like Final Fantasy 2, there's just such a big like, and even like I've been getting into like visual novels now with the Fate series and stuff like that.
Mm.
Like those games are just timeless, and also newer games coming out like the Spider-Man games, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima. Like those games are also just so goated. Like I could go without online gaming.
Yeah, that's like a funny thing too. I feel like as a more like first person games from like actual like real games, like Jerry and story games are like becoming more of a thing and more prevalent and honestly a lot more higher tech. I feel like that sort of upcline or like like rise of that really just starts to decline to fucking shooters, man. I think shooters are fucking
Yeah,
at an abhorrently bad state. It's appalling,
it's
bro.
there's no creativity, and Fortnite ruined online gaming.
Unfortunately, it did. Probably the most
I
competitive
actually,
game of all time.
I
Ruins
I
that.
actually I actually had this conversation with my cybersecurity teacher at my school. He was, yeah, Fortnite killed online gaming because Fortnite is the birth of battle passes. Fortnite is the birth of crossover events. Like you could have a squad of Darth Vader, Goku, Peter Griffin, and and a character from like K-pop Demon Hunters all in the same squad. Like if you were to tell me that when I was living room gaming on the Nintendo Switch, I would think you were lying to me.
Yeah, like
And he brought that up because he's a really big Magic fan. Like he's a really big Magic fan. And before all these crossover events, there'd only be like 3 to 4 sets a year, kind of like Pokemon cards, like how there's only like 4 sets a year. But
mhm.
now there's like 6 or 7, sets a year, and they're just being scalped so much because they're including like limited time crossovers.
Oh
Like
boy.
they're dropping a new one. It's Magic and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh fuck that, man.
I understand if like there's like some like like in a game like Magic, it would make sense if it's like if they collaborate with Harry Potter because it's Magic. It would make sense if they collaborate with something like Star Wars because it's like same kind of community and also like stuff with, like the Force and stuff like that. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like come on, bro.
It's just
Like there's no interplay with that.
like, and that's the biggest
And
thing you said. Oh my bad. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. But like, it's
and I
just like
f-
commercial slop thing. You're getting at.
yeah,
Apologies.
it's all slop because like in the past when they would do crossover events, they would do like it would just all be reskins and it would be like a separate set. But now they have like their own gimmicks. They're not reskins anymore, and they're in like actual sets that they're releasing now, which I think is so bad because the people who are actually dedicated to playing Magic and building decks and like looking for like new strategies and stuff like that are kind of shafted because like you could have like the classic Magic, like say you have like somehow you have a deck with Black Lotus and Leonardo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the same deck. Like, I just don't think that makes sense.
Fucking amen to that, man. That's one of the biggest things I was thinking about too, because like I think the biggest thing about these sort of card games is that the accessibility is already kind of fucking hard. Now imagine the amount of
Yeah.
reselling. Then imagine this card is good, and imagine this card is meta. Like you know, there's fucking like
Mm-hmm.
power play that's just fucked over because of that. And it's funny because
Yeah.
he's right. He really is right. Fortnite, because it was so painfully innovative, it actually fucked the industry because now everything has to be a sort of cash grab to get your attention. Everything
Mm-hmm.
has to sort of like collaboration to get your attention. It's all this communicative slop that like compare like 10 years ago when we had fucking like CS, like there's the game you shoot and kill people. We played like Quake 3 like Clan Arena. It was a 44 5 arena where you shoot people, you know?
Even like newer like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, even Fortnite in its infancy where you just shoot dudes and build stuff. But but because the people behind Fortnite were literally like business geniuses, it ruined online gaming, in my opinion.
Yeah, like quite simply, something is too good, it just ruined it all. It's actually funny how that works. I don't think that should ever happen, but it did, like at Fortnite. It was the perfect example of that. As I think as creative and as honestly high skilled as it is, dare I say the most high skilled
It's
shooter imaginable.
it's the most mechanically skilled. Like you have to be. It's 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 like a true testament to it when you have to be young. Like you have to be like 13, and like if you're 19 years old, you're considered like a boomer in that game because
Yeah.
your reaction time has to be so good. Your the your fast twitch muscles have to be like not really used as much to even like be super competitive.
You also need what
There
like a what a rapid keyboard. You also need zero or
Yeah,
as low a ping as possible too.
as low ping as possible. That's the most ping dependent game of all time. There's no debate.
No, it is. It 100% is. And then go on while you're at it. What the barrier of entry?
Like the barrier of entry in that game, like you have to have a PC, but that's for all competitive FPS. But like you have to have sub 25 ping in order to be competitive.
Very true.
Like zero ping, like that's the biggest advantage you could have in that game is just having zero ping. Like you could win like 90 like 85% more of your fights if you get better ping. Like even if you because you could react faster just due to ping, you could just your mistakes aren't as punishable as players on higher ping.
And that's one of the biggest things I just hate about that game, because like conceptually it's very good, but imagine you're living in Florida, you have fucked routing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why my friend, my IRL friend DJen, professional Valorant, I mean not Valorant, Fortnite player, moved to VA and Dallas to play better. That kind of tells you a lot. Tells you everything you know.
And also like DJen was a tier 1 player at one point, but it's like I think I haven't really kept up that much, but last time I kept up he was kind of close to T1. But like now he's more of like a T2 tier 3 type of placements, but he's still moving just to get the better edge on players.
Kind of just have to. And talking about Fortnite, what do you think of the Fortnite to crypto pipeline? It's a very common pipeline.
Bro, like Paper FN.
Oh my!
I think it's so funny, bro. That like, I'm banned in Paper FN's chat because he lost 45 Solana in one day. I'm like, yo, bro, where'd all your soul go? I saw him look over in chat, scroll to find my name, and he click banned me.
It was the funniest. I think we were watching that together, watching fucking Paper just throw all his money away. He was probably the world's worst trader. Like, I never thought I'd say it. He was so fucking horrific.
Like, dude, trust. This coin, Trump coin 15, gonna go to the moon.
Dude, I read the thesis. It's gonna work. It's gonna go up.
The thesis. Bro, the Twitter account followed me back, and it's like doing all these retweets, bro. Trust, it's gonna go to the moon, bro. And then he rug pulled live on stream.
Yeah, I think he rug pulled for like $600. Like, he rug pulled his own fucking fans. Like
he rug pulled his fans for his $600, bro.
Funniest shit ever, dude. Like, that sort of shit to be so unreal. What's up?
But there are also like, there is this one like OG like Zone Wars player. Like he was one of the greats back then. I remember I was watching. I think I was watching. Like, I don't remember who I was watching on stream, but he just donated like $5,000, and because he just had the money to do that just straight from crypto. Also, I think crypto it's dumb with how it's being used right now. It's like the dumbest concept right now, but I feel like it does have a potential use in the future. But right now, it's just like buy my course type thing.
I think there's definitely a niche for it. It's just very illegal in activities. It's very shady. How this core.
Oh, right? 100%. But because of crypto, there's like the blockchain now, which is like one of the. In the future, blockchain is going to be viewed as one of the best like inventions ever made.
100%. I do agree with that. Dare I say already it is right now, but shit, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
God, cucumber.
W cucumber.
Shoot, how long has the recording been? Fucking Christ. It's already been an hour. Not bad.
It's already been an hour. Yeah. Man, that went by fast.
Yeah, those are some good talks. But yeah, blockchains in general, it's one of the things that I think is probably the most insane things about crypto, truthfully.
It's like, it could be used in so many different avenues, and companies could just use blockchain. Of course. And also from someone who's pursuing a cybersecurity career, it's also going to be like crazy for like, it's so secure.
Encryption's like fucking next level, truthfully.
Mm-hmm. But that's until we get into quantum computing, which I haven't really done a lot of super. I haven't really gone like in depth onto like any literature on quantum computing, but I know my cybersecurity teacher brought up some of it, and quantum encrypting is going to be based off of the position of like a proton in like predetermined molecules. That's how encryption is going to be like.
Yeah, and that's going to happen probably, if I were to guess, like 10 to 20 years. This fucking rate. Dare I say? Maybe more, honestly.
25 years, I would say.
25 probably more fair. I think 25 is more fair. Really depends how these 5-10 turn out.
Yeah, and also has to. I feel like AI, because of how much power it's using, it has put, in theory, it has put innovation in quantum computing behind, because the amount of power that you need to run a quantum computer right now is nuts, and there's like kind of like a power shortage almost
Hmm.
because of AI. But I think AI it's also gonna be an aiding factor in the advancement of quantum computing.
I feel like how it is right now is supposed to be an aid towards fucking humanity. Truthfully,
Oh yeah, like the idea of quantum computing in general is like crazy, because like the possibilities are like so much. I would be like expanded by so much because of what quantum computing can do.
yeah. That actually just sparked me another question. I think I talked to Jack about this of how he kind of felt. Well, I personally felt fearful for the future, like in terms of tech, because I'm very worried about how AI could easily be fucked for humanity. And obviously, I do believe in
Mhm.
the theoretical good. I just don't believe in fucking humans can do that shit or actually be able
There's
to.
no
Yeah,
there's there's no such thing as theoretical good, but um it will take people's jobs, but not as much as people think.
I do agree with that. It is concerning though. It will in a more general level, I think.
Like it's most likely not it's not going to take even like menial tasks, like it's not going to take construction. Like I think that like AI is going to like AI taking so many jobs, it's going to see a huge boom in construction because you can't really do artificial intelligence can't build stuff.
At least not fucking yet. Maybe in like 50 years.
Maybe in like 50 years. Yeah, maybe in
Yeah.
50 years, but right now, like in my lifetime, I don't think AI is going to be a super detrimental
I
cuz
fucking hope not.
eh, I hope not. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
possible. It's genuinely possible. How we are right now, I wouldn't doubt it.
I hope this is kind of like I'm grasping at straws, but I hope that politicians are going to put job security laws in place where it would be illegal to use AI in certain things and they would
For
get heavily
fields.
fined because of it.
Yeah,
Cuz
that would be good.
cuz the job market right now is terrible. And I feel like with the introduction of AI in the future, it's going to make it even worse because it's going to take people's jobs away. But also, AI isn't perfect, and I feel like the hum the human the human aspect of not having AI will be apparent at first. I think it's going to slow down like the quote unquote AI job takeover. It's also gonna create new jobs because people have to understand how to use the AI, how to maintain it, and all that other stuff.
That definitely is one of the biggest things that no one talks about. Is that AI entirely right now, currently, isn't perfect. When it'll be perfect, honestly, I don't think it never will be perfect. It always
It
will
will
have some
never
sort
be
of,
perfect
yeah, how the world
because
is.
it
So
will never be perfect because it's based off of human knowledge. It will never be
yeah, and
perfect.
that alone, it's just yeah, we fucking learn everything every day. So that alone kind of deregulates almost everything. But the fact
It'll
that
always
staying
be
pretty
behind.
close is pretty impressive. Dare I say?
Mhm.
Shoot, and that really sparks into one of my personal favorite, ender questions. So we are getting to our mark. It's getting a bit to the end. Where the hell
Mhm.
do you see yourself in the next 10 years? It's a good one.
In the next 10 years, it all depends on how my internships go, honestly, because like I'm so lucky to be in the position where I'm in right now, where I have industry certifications that could be marketable right now. Like if I pass the certification, if I pass CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst Plus, which my teacher almost has 100% pass rate in, um, I can be like a marketable employee out of high school. But I still am gonna go to college for that for the degree just to say yeah I have a degree in this as well. But in the next 10 years, if I get an internship in Tampa, I'll probably be staying in Tampa. Um, being some sort of like blue team security analyst at some sort of like mid to like medium sized to like larger companies. I feel like I'd be in that realm. Be making like 80K probably.
80K is pretty livable. You can definitely live pretty comfortably off 80K if you don't do anything stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, shit. I'm kind of having the same route. Probably maybe worked for TGH because my mom works there. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Although I actually had one of my friends from my high school who was a senior in the cybersecurity thing when I was a sophomore. He actually worked for GRC at Tampa General, but then they got bought out by another company, and that entire field just got cut.
Fucking
So he didn't have a
Christ.
job for like 6 months.
Yeah, that's the industry for you. Well, that's definitely a good fucking plan. I mean, shit, some people didn't have an idea what the hell they were gonna do, but hey, I can't judge them.
I'm so fortunate to be in the position that I'm in right now.
And truthfully, that's the thing that I think everyone should have. I mean, try to have some sort of plan in mind. At least try to do something. You know, even if you don't have a plan, just do something. So
Hmm.
none of that time go to waste.
Don't sit at your computer all day cranking your hog, and like even if it's just like even if it's like the small thing of just like working on yourself, like that will eventually expand to other avenues.
Yeah, it's as simple as treat yourself right, treat everyone in your family right, treat everyone equally. And I think people, regardless of religion, what you believe in, think everyone will be all right, at least for you. And this is
Amen.
the Sameer40 podcast. Signing out.